What's going on, guys? It is ya boy Beer Gut Plays here, back at it with another episode of the WWE 2K24 MyGM mode. Now, hopefully, you guys have enjoyed the content so far. I've really enjoyed bringing it to you. We've got a very, very exciting night of professional wrestling lined up on the channel. We will be getting to that in a moment, but before I get to that, we got to do just a little plug ski on the channel. Actually, it's Friday afternoon. When I'm currently recording this. This will be dropping shortly before Friday night SmackDown, but let's get to the plug ski. I am drinking Dubby Energy, guys. Absolutely a phenomenal product. They've sponsored me for a good little bit. I highly recommend you guys checking it out. I'll leave the link in the video description below. Use the code BeerGut10 at checkout and save yourself a discount on your order. Now let's get to the wrestling action, and we have an action-packed night of wrestling. It is going to be in the opener, Rhea Ripley taking on the Queen of Hearts, Natalya Neidhart. Absolutely just a huge fan of hers. I've been a big fan of hers for a long time, so absolutely excited to see her paired with Rhea Ripley. We also have Almost taking on the local enhancement talent that I signed in the last episode. We also have WWE SmackDown Tag Team Champions Finn Balor, Damian Priest, The Judgment Day taking on the OC's Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows. And in the main event, it is going to be a steel cage match. It is going to be the main event. Main event, Jey Uso, your current Intercontinental Champion, taking on the phenomenal one, the Lone Wolf, AJ Styles. I am super excited about this card. I think it's going to be at least a solid wrestling card. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the content so far. You know, we're branching out into different things. I'm live streaming on this channel at least once a week with WWE 2K24 My Rise. That is a dual thing with Twitch, and I will leave the link down in the video description below. Definitely recommend you checking that out. It's a lot of fun. We're having a lot of fun with it, so I would recommend you guys checking it out. And we are heading to the first match. Rhea Ripley taking on Natalya. I think it's going to be a very good match. I'm super excited for it personally. I think the girls have been phenomenal since the start of this thing. Obviously, I am a huge Rhea Ripley fan. I've mentioned that many a times. I think she might be my current favorite active women's wrestler. I absolutely just think she's amazing in the ring, and I think, you know, the storyline with the Judgment Day has been really good, so honestly, I can't think of anybody better than on the active roster than her right now. I mean, I like Io Sky, too, so don't get it twisted, but I do love me some Io Sky. She is phenomenal. I'd probably interchange them between 1 and 2, but it's all perspective. It's all how you feel about who's your favorite women's wrestler, your favorite wrestler. Like what you like. Don't be a dick about it. I'm absolutely excited for this one. I think they've had a good feud so far. I think they've had great matches. I think they've had great chemistry. And this is going to be at least a couple-month feud. And again, I've mentioned I'm not 100% sure what direction we're going to go in with this brand. We'll figure that out as time goes on, but yeah, I haven't quite figured out what I want to do. Natty's on a little bit of a losing streak here, unfortunately. It's a shame, actually. And man, this flavor's good. It's a sour gummy bear flavor, and I highly recommend everybody checking it out if you're into the energy drink thing. We're gonna get this matchup underway. Jeez, Natalya just got knocked down from the get-go, and Rhea hits her with the boot to the face. And Rhea just teeing off on that face of Natalya. Oh, Rhea is just in complete control. She hits her with the shoulder block and continuing to work over the head and face of Rhea Ripley. Or of Natalya. And Rhea going for a pin. Not even a 1 count. And face plants Natalya right there. Natalya with a little bit of a comeback. The heart attack, the single person heart attack. What a counter by Natalya. These girls are just going in, having such a mass. The discus clothesline, reminiscent of the late Brody Lee, and Natalya going for that sharpshooter. Locks it in. Oh my goodness. Rhea able to get herself free. The reversal, and Rhea goes crashing to the outside. What is Natty gonna do here? Natty going high risk. Hits the diving clothesline to the outside. Holy crap. And these two girls just having an absolute war on the outside. Oh my god, it is absolutely insane. And, Natty takes out the knee. Natty with the comeback, the fire up, the babyface maneuver. What is Rhea gonna do here? Riptide. She's calling for the Riptide and gets it. And Rhea's just going to go for a cover. Mommy, is that going to be enough to put away the Queen of Hearts? That is a 3 count, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like that was a phenomenal match to start Friday Night SmackDown. But I do know the 2K's rating system's a little bit flawed, to say the least. But honestly, it's a great, okay, 2.5, not bad. Not great by any means, but not bad. And up next, Almost taking on the local enhancement talent. We need to get Almost back on the right track. I imagine he is not happy right now because he has been on the losing side of his feud with Jey Uso. I imagine that he's not happy about that, so things need to change for Almost. Yeah, things need to start going a little bit better for Almost. I can't fathom it just being I can't fathom him being on this roster very much longer if he doesn't just start getting a couple W's in the column. It's been tough. Can't really imagine anything, going right for him right now. I imagine he is not happy. Wow. And on his way to the ring, the jobber. I can't think he's going to be on the roster for long. I kind of just brought him in to maybe kind of help rebuild Almost again, I've mentioned it on this channel. In this series, I am not the hugest Almost fan in the world. I liked the pairing of him and AJ Styles. I thought that was great, but everything else, I mean, look, I understand he's 7'4" and everything like that. I think he has potential to be. I love big men. I love big man wrestling, or as they call meat slapping. Hate that term, by the way. But he's just, I don't know how to put it. Like, I enjoyed Kevin Nash's work as, Taker, Kane, all those guys. I really enjoyed them, but Almost just does not speak to me for whatever reason. I don't get it. I don't get the hype behind him. It's alright, though. And we're going to get this matchup underway. It is going to be quite an interesting match because we've got just so much big meat. It's insane. Almost starting out with a big-time power move, and he is just crushing in the chest of this talent. And my goodness, choke slam. Big clothesline in the corner. This is just utter domination by Almost to start this thing out. And he's got him by the neck. Oh, the fiery newcomer gets the elbow and hits a DDT, a picture-perfect DDT. Not even a one count. Come on, I understand. You want to get the hell up out of there. But that's just not going to put away the 7-foot monster Almost. The Nigerian Nightmare. I believe that's what they referred to him for a little bit. I don't know if they still refer to him as that. And the big time slam by Almost. Uh-oh, got him by the throat. Puts him down with the choke slam. And is that going to be enough to put away the competitor? The competitor still has enough in the tank to keep it going. But big Almost. And he's got him by the throat. The choke bomb. And he puts him down on the mat. It's academic at this point, people. It is going to be a victory for Almost. Absolutely just insane to start things. I've enjoyed this season, or this MyGM mode. Of course, I really enjoy, as much as I've enjoyed the gameplay so far of this game, I've enjoyed being able to create matches, build feuds, everything like that. So that's been a highlight for me. We're gonna be hitting the Gallows and Anderson taking on the Judgment Day. I feel like this has been a sleeper feud so far. It's been so great. I've enjoyed calling these matches because even though the OC has been on the losing end on most of them, they have been great fights. Yeah, these guys have just had all-out wars, and it's going to continue. Honestly, I don't know if I am going to split up the Judgment Day yet. Or at least, maybe have Damian Priest chase after some singles gold. I don't know yet. I feel like that would be a good move. I also feel like it's going to happen in real life, so I don't know when, though. I've really enjoyed I feel like, obviously this moment is that ladder match at WrestleMania 40 will be, it's kind of set up for them to lose the tag titles, so in my opinion, I think it's going to be Miz and R-Truth, but or are they officially going by the awesome Truth again? Like, again, I watch, and obviously I am a huge wrestling fan. I've mentioned this on the channel with me putting a focus on my health first. I'm usually in bed asleep by 9:30. Now, I did stay up and watch till 11 o'clock this past Monday, but for the most part, and I record it because I have YouTube TV, which honestly is one of the best investments that I've ever done. So I absolutely love it, and it's great. You know, it's cheaper. My combined internet and YouTube TV bill is cheaper than what normal cable is. And I'm kind of going off in my own thing. We're gonna get this matchup underway. I feel like this is gonna be another hard hitting matchup between two highlight teams on this series. Like, I feel like these two teams, these four superstars are great, and we're gonna start out with a pump kick by Damian Priest and the Hardy Boys, Jesus, can't talk. Hardy Boys style leg drop in the to start this thing up, and a headlock driver formerly known as Dirty Deeds. Carl Anderson gets the tag in, Finn Balor in. I don't know why Finn Balor is still focused on Carl Anderson. And I think that's part of the reason why I enjoy this feud so much, is because in New Japan, in WWE, Finn Balor has had a strong connection to Gallows and Anderson. God. And Finn tosses a basement drop kick to the back of Gallows' neck. We're going to get a tag into Anderson, and Damian Priest just laid him out with a fist, and the spinning kick busts open Gallows. I was going to call him Doc, but Jesus. And the Archer of Infamy. Hell yeah. South of Heaven choke slam. Now we gotta try and dispose of Machine Gun here. And is this gonna be enough to put away Gallows? Yes, it is. Judgment Day is victorious. Absolutely insane. I've enjoyed these matches so far. I've had a lot of fun calling them. It's been great. To me, this has been a fun series. 3-star match. Probably should have opened up the card with that one, but I wanted to make sure these girls get their just due. I feel like they have been a very integral part of this television show. Yeah, I feel like they've been a super integral part of this television show. Yeah, that has been a great time. And now we are getting to the next. We are at the main event, final match of the card. Steel cage, non-title IC championship match. Main event, Jey Uso going up against the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. Absolutely excited for this one. I am ready to go. Jey Uso, honestly, I was not 100% sure how this was going to work out with the being a single star, but I'll be honest with you, I've enjoyed it so far. It's been great. I can't say it there, I feel like he's going to come into his own. Honestly, I just don't know what's going to happen with Jimmy. Because once this bloodline, the final boss thing is over, and Roman, does his thing, obviously they're going to lead to next year's WrestleMania with Roman and The Rock. I've heard people say SummerSlam, but I honestly don't see that. I can't see it, unfortunately. I feel like they're going to do like I don't know, I wouldn't say the year-long build like they did with Cena Rock, because I thought that was silly, to be honest with you. But I feel like we're going to get it at next year's WrestleMania. And AJ Styles on his way to the ring. Again, I turned him to the dark side in one of the earlier episodes. I'm like 6 episodes deep, but I turned him bad because I wanted to have a killer feud with Cody. We did that, and now I want to kind of transition him to having a feud with Jey Uso. Obviously, I've mentioned Jey Uso is one of my right now. He's probably, I'd put him in my top 5. I've enjoyed his work. I mean, I've enjoyed the Usos' work. I've enjoyed, this whole bloodline thing. But I feel like he's kind of shined as a single star now. For me, it all happened when Jimmy was out with injury a couple years ago. He was out with injury, and it was Roman Reigns and Jey Uso main eventing. I know they main evented Hell in a Cell, and I thought that was a phenomenal match. And then they main evented, was it this past year's SummerSlam? Again, the memory's not so good, but they had a phenomenal match again. So I feel like he's going to be a great single superstar. But starting off with a super kick to the chest and a slap to the face knocks AJ Styles down. Spine buster, a beaut by Jey Uso. And Jey climbing to the top rope. First time actually having a legit steel cage match. So I honestly, they've made some major improvements with this game, and I've enjoyed it as AJ cuts him off. And now he's working the knee. Smart strategy by AJ, as it's, to climb the cage, you do have to have at least somewhat working legs, and an arm drag takeover, and now a pin cover, and Jey Uso kicks out. And Jey gets tossed over the top rope, and his back hits that steel. AJ taunting him. He is just telling him, come on, Jey. Misses the kick, and Jay's got an opening, slaps him across the face. Sunset flip from the second rope, not going to go for a cover. And a snap suplex. Now Jey is climbing. Oh my goodness. Does anybody remember the old gameplay for the, it was Warzone and Attitude on the PlayStation 1, where if you climbed to the top of the cage, you would literally stand climbing being on top of the cage, and you would fall as soon as they shake the cage, even if you were at the top. I'm so glad they kind of fixed that, and obviously in later games, and it looks like Jey Uso's gonna make it out. Big time victory for the main event. I don't get why AJ didn't try and go out the damn door. It's a video game, I know, but still. And Jey Uso, big time victory over a former World Heavyweight Champion. And that's a 3-star match, and they're going to build towards a feud, so that's going to get us even more. Not really worried about Monday Night Raw, what they're doing, and honestly, why should I be? Run your own race is something that I've always believed in. And, I mean, I do want to win. Don't get me wrong. Your boy Beer Gut wants to win. But, honestly, I'm trying to put out the best card on this channel every week in and week out. Of course, it's going to be hard when they got, the Queen, Charlotte Flair. But, I mean, our women's roster's pretty good ourselves, I would say. So, double XP. Hell yeah. Still sitting at number 2. I do like how they have multiple brands, and we're about as close as we can get to old Beer Gut's hometown, and in Washington D.C. I'm gonna call this one with a lot of passion, but I do have a little bit of news before we get. I will wait to the end of the episode. Obviously, I've mentioned it on the channel before, but we're gonna mention it again. Why? Because I said so. I know, I'm kind of lame, but fuck it. Boy, we're going to have some fun with this, though. AJ Styles. What's AJ's problem? We're going to scour the free agent market. Obviously, I have somebody in mind that I want to bring in. A couple different people. I feel like we do need a little bit of help at the main event level. I mean, I can't say no to KO right there. Absolutely. That's somebody who I want to bring in is Kevin Owens. We're going to lower it a little bit because we do have the contract negotiator. I believe it's level 3, and it actually will extend them by 3 weeks. So, honestly, that's a big move for us. Gives us somebody to feud Cody with. We're going to release this talent. So, yep, we're going to release him just because there is no need for him anymore. We've got some really good talent here. We're going to start setting this card up. Now, opener, it is going to be Mommy Rhea Ripley taking on Natalya. I've actually enjoyed the feud so far, so, I mean, it's been fun. It has been a fun time. We're going to do a tag team call-out segment, because we haven't done that yet. So, let's do that. I think it would be interesting. I kind of want to try and change things up. I do know that I like to always put at least one advertising segment in because I like making that money. But I want to play around a little bit and have some fun. I think the next match on the card is going to be, now, like I said, wait to the end, and we're gonna do some fun stuff. Are we going to go 3 women? Okay. I can get down with it. I absolutely can get down with it. Women's Tag Team Champions Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell taking on Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. Sorry, brain fart there. And it is going to be for the tag team titles. I'm not going to announce that match yet because we do make some changes towards the end of the night. Or towards the end of it, so we'll go there. Clear that out. Yep. It's going to be Io and Raquel Gonzalez main event. It is well, we're going to have that cool segment with Carl Anderson because he is just such a cool guy. I mean that in the most sincere way possible. I think he'll make us some money. And the main... Oh, well, shoot. I forgot to save it. That's going to be a great match. And the main event, it is going to be Cody Rhodes taking on Kevin Owens. Well, guys, that's been a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you guys do, make sure you super kick the like button, comment down below, and subscribe to this channel for more. Make sure you are subscribed to the Twitch channel, twitch.tv/BeerGutPlays. I do a lot of different stuff over there, so I would really hope you guys would kind of come around and check it out. We're doing 40 years of WrestleMania. Usually going to be on Friday nights. It might actually drop this Friday, depending on if I've got time for it or not. So definitely, if you want to come by and check it out, I highly recommend it out. Now for the big announcement. As you guys know, I'm going to WrestleMania this week, so this series is going to be put on hold for 1 week. And the only reason, and we're going to put it on hold for 1 week because I do want to discuss WrestleMania on this channel. The matches, my predictions, the five matches on this year's WrestleMania that I am looking forward to. I'm also going to try and put up some footage from, and I might use the shorts because I'm going to NXT. I'm going WrestleMania Saturday, WrestleMania Sunday. So I kind of want to try and get some content out there that you guys will enjoy. So, guys, going to be the end of the episode. Hopefully you guys have a great day, a great evening, and until next time, my friends, have a great day. Much love. Peace out, and hit the damn music.